So, as a Nigerian, the moment I saw this particular news that court orders FG to name corporates in 6 trillion naira NDDC scandal, I was like, which courts will order our federal government and they will obey? It's been there. These people don't obey court order. So this particular news now, as you are seeing it, it will also come like this, and it will go and it will buy a natural buy, and nothing will be heard about it again. And this NDDC, since I was born till today, is one commission in Nigeria, or one body, or one organization, anyone you can call it, that is full of corruption. In my own area, say the talk say Abia State dey under NDDC. There's no project these people have started before and finished that project. Yes, there is no project. And the same thing that is going on in this NDDC now is also the same thing that will be going on in that so-called Southeast Development Commission they say they have created. And since they created that thing and signed it into law by Mr. President, is it not up to 1 year now? I stand to be corrected. And the question is, how far? As it stands now, I don't think they have gotten a chairman and members. The question, who is the chairman of that Southeast Development Commission? Who is the members? Up till today, they are playing politics with it. And that's something going on in this NDDC. And now they're telling them that court has ordered Mr. President. Agoko. Let's just look into the news in full details. The Federal High Court in Abuja has directed President Bola Tinubu to compel the Attorney General of the Federation to publish the names of individuals indicted in the alleged misappropriation of over 6 trillion meant for the Niger Delta Development Commission between 2000 and 2019. The landmark ruling delivered on Monday, November 10th by Justice Gladys also mandates President Bola Tinubu to make the NDDC forensic audit report submitted to the federal government on September 2nd, 2021, public available. The judgment was obtained in satisfied form last Friday following a Freedom of Information suit filed by the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Projects in November 2021. Justice Gladys ruled that the forensic audit report and the names of those indicted constitute public record under Section 31 of the Freedom of Information Act. She noted that the information is not exempted from disclosure under Section 11 and 19 of the Act, as it is pattern to the management of public fund. The refusal of the President and the Attorney General to publish the audit report or act on the allegation, despite former demand by SERAP, constitutes a breach of their statutory duties under the Freedom of Information Act, Section 15, bracket open and close 5, of the Nigeria Constitution, and Nigeria's international obligation to promote transparency and accountability, Justice said. The court emphasized that every citizen has the right to access information in the custody of public officials, and that the Freedom of Information Act imposes a non-discriminatory duty of public institutions to release such information. SERAP Deputy Director Golowale described the judgment as a groundbreaking victory for transparency and accountability in the spending of public funds, urging the Tinubu administration to comply immediately. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana-San praised the judgment, calling it one of the most patriotic public interest litigation ever undertaken in Nigeria, and stressed that delay enforcement could undermine both the fight against corruption and the rule of law. In a letter dated November 22, 2025, SERAP formally urged President Tinubu to implement the court order without delay, stressing the compliance would demonstrate the administration commitment to transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. Yeah, that's a good one, and the thing need to be investigated. But the thing is that since 2000 till the time they are talking about 2019, they want to check the names that have been involved in some certain deals with NDDC. So many people in the House of Assembly will be involved, and that's the one thing that will make this thing to buy a natural buy. As they just passed the judgment and gave the order to Mr. President. You as a Nigerian now listening to this, do you think that this particular thing will be implemented? Do you think that this thing now will be implemented? Because it's going to bring out so many people, even in the house, even in this administration today, that is involved in so many things with NDDC. Because like I said before, this NDDC is one of the organizations that I don't really understand them at all. I don't even know their work. Yes, their work is for the Niger Delta side, to develop that side. Do you know that some places in Niger Delta that don't have electricity? I remember when I was in primary school, that was when they started one kind electricity project in my community. Till today, they have not finished that particular project. Every time they bring their equipment into into our community, they will leave it there until people will steal everything. They have not finished that particular project since I was in my primary school. Till today. This NDDC, I don't understand them. And the gospel truth is that this particular information now is going to buy a natural buy. It will be cross-carpeted and nobody will obey any order. Now today, I beg Muna allow us hear words. Now today, nobody is going to obey anything. As we hear them now, this one will also be the last we go hear them. Sometimes I used to ask myself, if a court gives order to anybody or even government, because judiciary is supposed to be independent. If a court gives order and that person did not obey the order, is there any result? Is there any implication to that person or what? I don't understand, because the kind of thing that is going on in my country is what I don't understand. There's something like rule of law, obeying the rule of laws. It doesn't work. They choose the one they will obey and the one they do not obey. And some of the laws that you see people obey is as if just the poor that obey them. We are watching them. We move.